Hey everyone, Ben from Snowboard Gamer. Welcome to episode 40 of This Week in Board Games. In this weekly segment, I do quick reviews on all the games we played, go over any interesting board game news, and show any new purchases. Yeah, this is a rather large box. Oops. Someone had a sale. We'll get to that at the end of the segment. I'm excited for this week's episode. I played 3 new games, which I'll be doing spotlights on those. We made a trip to Dayton, Ohio for the National Drumline Competition, and I've got some really exciting news at the end of the episode. We played Azul this week. In Azul, everyone is a tile layer in Portugal, and you're trying to create a beautiful masterpiece on the wall. There are factories in the middle of the table that are producing the tiles, and you take turns taking tiles from the factory. You take all of one colored tile from either one of the factories or from the middle of the table. If you take them all from one factory, you put the other tiles in the middle of the table. And then you line them up in your little grid on the left side of your board. And when you filled up one of those spots, there's 5 spots from 1 to 5, at the end of the round, once all the tiles are gone, you move the rightmost tile straight over onto the spot that it matches. And then there's various endgame bonuses depending on how you line the tiles up, vertical, horizontal. Once someone has completed one horizontal row, the game is over. The way this game scores is really cool. If you move a tile over by itself, it's 1 point. If you put a tile next to it, that next tile is now 2 points. If you put a tile in between other tiles that connects a vertical and horizontal, you score both the vertical and horizontal rows. So in this example here, you'd put this tile in the middle and it would score 3 for the horizontal and 4 for the vertical, being a total of 7 points. There is this aspect of it at the beginning where it's pretty lighthearted, you're taking tiles, and by the end of the game it gets pretty crazy because if you've already got a blue one in this row, you can't fill the row up on the left-hand side with blues anymore. And any that you're forced to take and can't fit on your board fall onto the ground and are negative. This game is my new crush, I gotta say. It's awesome, I love it. It's for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, and plays in 30 to 45 minutes. Every time we've played this, it's just been awesome, and I can't wait to play it some more. The next new game we played is a Game of Thrones Hand of the King. This is a card game for 2 to 4 players ages 8 and up, plays in 15 to 30 minutes. The king is called for a lavish feast for all 7 houses and will pick the next hand of the king at this feast. And your job is to deploy Varys, the master of Whisper, to run around behind everyone's back and gain the support of as many houses as you can. The mechanics of this game are very simple. You have a 6x6 grid of all the different characters in the different houses, and they're unequally weighted. One of the houses only has 2 characters. The largest house has 8. Throughout the game, you're moving Varys in either a horizontal or a vertical row to one of the houses, and along the way you pick up all cards of the same house. If you match or exceed someone else's count in that house at the end of your turn, you get the banner for that house. Whoever has the most banners at the end of the game wins. There's an extra element that adds variety to the game with these companion cards. You have a deck of companion cards and you deal 6 of them out each game, so they're always going to be different. Whoever takes the last character of a particular house gets to pick one of the companion cards. The theme of this game is just great, running Varys around, trying to gain support of everyone. Pick up Hodor, for example, you get Bran. If you get the Hound, you get to kill a character in King's Landing. And I just love the artwork in this game. Isn't it great? Check out some of these pictures here. Jaime Lannister, Sansa Stark, Marjorie Tyrell, Robert Baratheon, Daenerys Targaryen. One more thing about this game, it's only $12.99 retail price, so it's a cheap one. And one more thing, it's designed by Bruno Cathala, the same guy who designed King Domino, which won the Board Game of the Year last year. The next new game we played is Diamonds. I actually don't own it. My friend Eric brought it with to Dayton, Ohio, and we played it while the kids were practicing in the gym. Diamonds is a trick-taking game for 2 to 6 players, ages 8 and up, and plays in 20 to 30 minutes. There's a deck with cards numbered 1 through 15. Throughout the game, somebody leads with a card, and you have to follow suit. So if someone played a heart, you have to play a heart. Everyone has a little cardboard thing in front of them that is their vault. And in front of the vault is your showroom with your diamonds in it, and behind the vault are the ones that you've locked in. The ones in your showroom are susceptible to theft from the other players. But once you get them into your vault, they're locked in for points till the end of the game. And they're also worth double inside the vault. So you want to try and get your diamonds inside the vault. Whoever wins each trick by playing the highest card of the suit that was led with gets a certain power. The thing that's interesting about this game is you get rewarded when you don't follow suit. So you want to try and get out of one suit and then be able to start playing cards of other suits, and that's when you get rewarded. Each suit has its own reward, and the diamond suit is the best one. If you play a diamond card, then you get to take a diamond from the middle of the table and get it straight into the vault. Whereas the other actions will take two. One of them will put it into your showroom, and then another one will take one from your showroom into your vault, and then the other suit will let you steal from another player. This is a really cool twist on trick-taking games. I really enjoyed it. If you like trick-taking games, I definitely recommend checking out Diamonds. Here's a little vlog I put together from our trip to Dayton, Ohio.
They're practicing in there, and we're gonna play some Hive right here.
Young versus old.
In the beginning, Earth was pure and free from corruption. The corruption of man couldn't be stopped. Those who resisted were consumed.
They nailed it.
Happy birthday to you.
We are at prelims waiting to go on. The tent there had so much percussion equipment. This guy was awesome. He led hundreds of kids from all across the nation in the parking lot jointly together in a giant beat. Yep, we got on the Jumbotron.
That's trying to look cool. Nice.
The next game we played is Hive. This is a 2-player game, ages 9 and up, and plays in about 20 minutes. I like to describe Hive as a game of chess with a bug theme to it. You've got these hex-shaped tiles, and you take turns playing tiles on the hive, and it's one giant connection of all these hex tiles, and you can't move a tile to separate the hive, and you're trying to surround the other person's queen. Each different bug moves slightly differently around the hive. Very cool game. You get that feel of chess without hours-long game. If you're thinking about getting Hive, I recommend checking out the Pocket version of Hive. There are 2 expansions, the Mosquito and Ladybug expansion. The Pocket edition comes with them included for about $21 or $22. And from what I hear, it actually literally fits in your pocket, which is pretty cool. Finally, we got some Secret Hitler in this week. The drumline just could not refuse playing a game of this in the lobby of the hotel.
All right, fascists, open your eyes. All right. Hitler, put your thumb up.
Oh, yeah. Don't take him out.
I believe it. You have a moon you're fascist.
Oh, dude, I literally do agree. All right.
We also got a few games in with some of the adults. It's always a blast when we play Secret Hitler. This is our favorite social game. And now for the news. I'm so excited. I got my Game Topper shipping notification. It should come Friday just in time for International Tabletop Day on Saturday. Do any of you have plans for International Tabletop Day? If so, what are your plans? I'd love to hear about them. I'm going to be doing it here at my house and inviting some of my friends over. People are going to come and go throughout the day. We're going to start at 1 p.m. and just go until whenever. Should be a lot of fun. And I'd love to hear what you're doing. Finally, my new purchases. I wasn't planning on purchasing board games, and then Amazon had their board games as deal of the day on Monday, and they had some games up to 40% off. I posted on my Facebook page, so if you missed that, go follow me on Facebook, search for Snowboard Gamer. I'll put a link in the description as well. And I know some of my followers picked up some good deals. I got over $230 worth of board games for $130. Let's see what they are. Man, this box is huge. The first game in here is a game called Not Alone. From what I know about this game, you're stranded on a mysterious island. You're trying to survive, but one person plays as the monster. It's a 1 versus many game, social game for 2 to 7 players. Sounds really fun. The next one is The Quest for El Dorado, a deck-building game of perilous paths and rewarding riches. This was nominated for the Spiel des Jahres, but lost to King Domino, and I've heard really good things about it. It's for 2 to 4 players. Next, we have a game called Whistle Stop. This game came out last year and is a train game where you're building train paths across the US and then you're moving trains around on different routes. I've heard really good things about it. It sounds fun. Oh, this one is heavy. Potion Explosion. 2 to 4 players. You pull the marbles out and they will cascade, and then you can pull out similar colored marbles when they match and then create these potions and score points. That's really all I know, and I've also heard really good things about this one. The last one in here is Dead of Winter. This is for 2 to 5 players. It's a story-driven game where you're trying to survive the harsh winter in an apocalyptic world. And each survivor has their own psychological issues that they're dealing with, and there's different endgame conditions. I've heard a lot of good things about this one too. It's been on my list for a while. And when Amazon had it on sale, I went ahead and snagged it. That's it. These are the 5 games I got for $130, which is great considering Dead of Winter and Whistle Stop retail at a regular game store is $60. Normally I'm all about supporting the local game store, but when they have such good sales like that online, it's kind of hard to resist. So I went ahead and picked these up on Amazon this week. That's it for this week in board games. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Let me know what games you're playing and what your plans are for International Tabletop Day. Look for April's giveaway coming in the next few days, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.